Howdy, folks! I know you're all very excited for the Disc 3 of Final Fantasy Month, but unfortunately Gerard is very sick, and when we were recording the audio, it didn't sound all that great. The episode is done, writing-wise, it's all thrown together, but it just didn't, it wasn't up to the quality that we wanted. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start releasing episodes because a while ago we got hit for some copyright stuff, so now we're going to be re-releasing those episodes without any of that, you know, stolen material. So we're going to start with that lovely one that put us on the TGS Spotlight. That's right, it's Star Fox time. You know what? You guys don't believe me that Gerard is sick. Gerard, can you come in here? Can you come in here for a sec?
Yeah.
Do you want to say something about Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy VII is one of the greatest.
That's annoying. That sounds terrible. We're gonna be at PAX East too. We're gonna be at PAX East. Gerard's gonna be sick. Don't shake his hand. Don't kiss him or do anything like that. Make sure to have Pharrell. Make sure to have Pharrell on hand.
Make sure to have Pharrell Williams with you when you meet us.
Hand.
It's gonna be great. I'm gonna be sick, but I'm gonna say hello to you guys anyways. Come say hello. As I try
Come
to
say hello. Come say hello. Come say hello to me. PAX East. We'll see you there. Enjoy the episode, guys.
Yes! Star Fox 64!
That's a freaking rumble feature!
Welcome to a brand new episode of The Completionist, where doing barrel rolls and somersaults are incredibly important. Today, guys, we're going to be looking at an instant classic from the Lylat system itself. If you don't know what that is, then you should probably Wikipedia links it. Leak it.
What happened to your beard?
Shut up.
Okay.
Star Fox 64. Hell yeah. This was the very first game I owned on my N64 as a kid, and what a great launch title it was for me. It required patience, skill, and dedication. Not to mention, it had one of the best multiplayer experiences of its time.
But Batman, why are my hands shaking? Am I actually flying a spaceship? Nintendo 64 had Connect before Connect had Connect!
Whatever you say, Greg.
Get Xbox 2!
Before I talk about the story, Star Fox 64 is a complete reimagining remake of Star Fox for the Super Nintendo. This was definitely a great call on Miyamoto's part because he knew exactly what the N64 was capable of, and he wanted to make the best game possible.
And boy did he!
Star Fox 64 tells the tale of the mercenaries for hire group known as Star Fox. There's Fox McCloud, the leader and protagonist of our story, Peppy Hare, oldest member of Star Fox, Falco Lombardi, a former gang member gone pilot, and Slippy Toad, the mechanical engineer of the group. Also the most annoying.
Fox, get this guy off me!
General Pepper of the planet Corneria employs Star Fox to take out Andross, a former scientist gone mad. Pepper exiled Andross after nearly destroying Corneria many years ago. Years later, Pepper noticed strange activity coming from the planet Venom, so he hired the original Star Fox team. The original Star Fox team is made up of James McCloud, Peppy Hare, and Pigma Dengar. Upon arrival of Venom, Pigma betrays James and Peppy, revealing that he actually works for Andross now. James then sacrifices himself so that Peppy can get away. Now Andross is back and wreaking havoc on the Lylat system, and Star Fox and his team are on the job. Along their journey, they encounter their polar opposite group known as Starwolf, employed by Andross to take them all down. Each member of Starwolf has a particular past or grudge with certain members of Star Fox, including the backstabbing Pigma, making the rivalry much more personal. The story to me is pretty simplistic and fun. I find that I care about Fox while on his journey, especially since his crew believes in him so much. All he wants to do is avenge his father, make his dad proud.
Hello, my name is Fox McCloud. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Obviously, the Nintendo 64 is known for being the revolutionary 64-bit system that Nintendo created, but Star Fox 64 was one of those rare games that aged incredibly well. Graphically, it's still very impressive till this day. Take a look at that first level of Corneria. The water looks amazing with a wonderful reflective feel to it. Enemies are diverse and fun to kill, buildings are being destroyed. This game has so much going on for it. Not to mention, this game marks the revolutionary feature known as
The Rumble!
In a day and age where immersion was becoming a big factor in gaming, Nintendo introduced the Rumble Pack, which for the first time in mainstream gaming, made you feel incredibly immersed in your experience.
Greg, you don't have a Rumble Pack.
If you got shot, the controller shook, crashed into a building and shook, you used the boost to get through, it shook. This game paved the way for other great Nintendo titles that would eventually end up using the Rumble Pack. The voice acting is incredibly iconic when it comes to this game. The old school style of random animal gibberish stemmed from Miyamoto's idea that he wanted these animations to be based on old school puppets. That way it'd be easy to create the voices for them. But with the 64, he wanted to try and create a more intimate feel between the gamer and the story, and the voice acting did just that. Many of the lines of dialogue from this game have grown up with lots of gamers. Of course, these just being a few.
All aircraft report. Use bomb flat rate. Do a barrel roll.
Star Fox 64 is known as a corridor airplane simulator rail type gun thingy. You fly going forward at all times, shooting all enemies that stand in your way. You control the R-Wing as you navigate your way through each level. You get cool items like bombs to blow up enemies, and laser upgrades to deal more damage. Along with boosting, you can also use the brakes to slow down and avoid enemies or obstacles. You can also perform
A somersault.
yes, a somersault in order to avoid enemy fire. And eventually pressing Z or R twice will
To barrel roll, press Z or R twice.
yes, will make your R-Wing do a complete 360 known as a
Barrel roll.
okay, Peppy, I get it. Yes, you win. I get it, alright? Calm down.
You really should have done a barrel roll, Gerard. You know what?
When you encounter some boss fights, your R-Wing will go into all range mode, allowing you to move freely to engage in the battle. This really adds a wonderful element of freedom, considering you're usually just going straight the entire time. Aside from controlling the R-Wing, you also get to control the Landmaster, a ground version of the R-Wing. It's fun to handle this kind of vehicle because you just get to blow everything up with little to no consequences. And in the water level that exists, you get to control the Blue Marine, a submarine. With unlimited torpedoes, you really feel like you're just going to wipe out the entire ecosystem on this poor planet.
Population control!
Woohoo! One of my favorite things about this game is the different options for completing each level based upon your actions. You can do it the basic way, which is just navigating normally,
You're boring.
or you can go a more hidden route, such as flying through a warp zone or hitting all the gate switches. You can also change course based on failing certain objectives, like protecting Great Fox, or trying to save Slippy in all those situations.
Get this guy off me! It's too hot! I can't take it anymore! Ah!
Shut it, Slippy! Just shut it! Shut it now!
You'll even encounter Starwolf, in which your actions depict on whether or not you can stop the bomb from going off. These paths allow a different experience on almost every playthrough. At the end of the level, if you unlock the bonus path, you can change your direction as you see fit. However, if you fail, you are forced to go in one direction. But I never fail. Each level has a badge requirement that, while optional, adds a fun incentive to get better and better at the game. You can unlock badges by achieving a certain set score before or after the boss fight in each level. However, you can only obtain badges if all 3 members of your party are alive. As we all know, the Nintendo 64 was the pioneer of the 4-player console, and Star Fox 64 shows us why. You can choose from a few different stages and battle up to 4 people in all range mode. This really turns the game into a fun dogfight experience. Now, for those of you who are watching this video and have not played Star Fox 64, I suggest closing this video right now, because I am the Completionist, and I do go over a lot of the aspects of the end of the game, so you've been warned.
Spoilers.
So you've explored the Lilat system, maybe you've gotten a few badges, and you've crafted your own story based on your choices for that playthrough, and you've reached Venom. Wait, which Venom?
There's 2?
If you take the bottom route of Venom, you will go through Andross' entire base, killing all of his minions and fighting a weird, the Thing type boss. You then make your way to Andross, who, like in the original, is a gigantic face that shoots things at you and sometimes will try to eat you. After you blow up his hands and his face, you will then be shown a an owl type thing that... An owl, that doesn't make much sense, does it? When you've defeated the owl, you've beaten the game. Well, kind of. When you reach the end score, you will see Andross with an evil laugh, giving you a wonder as to why he's laughing. Which brings us back to, if you take the top route of Venom, you will actually skip the level in its entirety and go straight to a dogfight with Starwolf. What's funny is that you can actually skip that first battle with Starwolf, and for whatever reason, they still have newer ships and they still look bandaged up. Kind of weird. After defeating Starwolf, you then make your way back down to fighting Andross. But instead of fighting an owl, you fight a big ugly brain this time around. This fight is actually pretty tough, and even till this day, it's my least favorite boss fight. After taking out the eyes, you then shoot him in the engorged brain tumor area in order to defeat him.
Shoot him in the cancer!
And after you defeat Andross, you are then guided out of the building by your ghost dad.
Is that Bill Cosby from the hit 1990 film Ghost Dad? I hope it is!
Fox, you need to come with me.
As I said earlier, collecting all the badges is not a mandatory feat, but while I am the completionist, I went ahead and did so. If you collect a badge in the last level of Venom, you will then gain access to playing with the Landmaster in Versus mode. If you collect all the badges in the game, you will then unlock Expert mode, in which the game is that much more harder and you can replay it again. In Expert mode, you and your team take more damage easily, your wings are more susceptible to breaking, and Fox gets a pair of sunglasses, just like his dad. And like with the previous method, if you get a badge on Venom in Expert mode, you will then unlock another form of fighting in Versus mode. You get to actually control the characters themselves as they battle it out with laser bazookas. Awesome! And, if you really feel ambitious, you can get all the badges on Expert mode. And when you do, from now on, you will be greeted with a different introduction screen.
Star Fox 64 is and will always be a masterpiece in my eyes. While unfortunately we never got, in my opinion, a better Star Fox than this, we still have the remastering on the 3DS for all you newcomers out there. With that in mind, this game gets my completionist rating of Complete It.
Complete it.
That's all the time I have for today, guys, so please, as always, leave a positive or negative comment in the box below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, That One Video Gamer. Check back every Friday to see a brand new episode of The Completionist. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna play Star Fox 64 while Greg gives me great advice. Advice. He just says things.
Alright, Gerard. Now, attack all, enemies in front of you. But don't shoot your friends. You don't want it, they'll yell at you if you shoot them. Press, some buttons. To be honest, I haven't really played this game, so I probably shouldn't be giving you advice right now. But, it looks like you're doing an amazing job.